let's work with a new vector upon which we're going to do some functions which are commonly used in R. So these functions are used to create some statistics which can describe our data, and they're used to sort of compress the data and express what the data means in as few statistics as possible. So we'll do something like a maximum. So what was your maximum salary, monthly salary at this company? Then we'll do the minimum salary at this company. The next, we'll do something like a mean of the salary at this company. And finally, we can do some of the sum function. So we can do sum of the salary. And when we highlight all of this and execute, you can see these are the values produced. The maximum is $9,800. The minimum you earned was in the first month, and it was 1,900, and the mean was 5,983, as well as the sum was $35,900 in total. So that was some of the statistical type of functions that you can use. There's also ST, which is for the standard deviation, and there's a reference card I can refer you to, which is right here. It is accessible by our ref card if you search into Google, and if you click, you're going to be brought to this webpage, cran.r-project.org/doc/contrib/short-refcard.pdf. And this PDF comprises of some basic functions that you might be interested in using, and they are sliced up by the different aspects of programming that they cover: the input and output, the data creation, variable conversion, information, selection manipulation, those sorts of things. And with that, let's take a look at one final function. And this is not going to act on a specific vector, it's going to actually create a vector. So it's going to be sequence underscore vector. And we're going to do seq, and we're going to start at 1, go to 10, and we're going to define by as 3. And let's do a printout of sequence vector. Let's highlight these two lines. And the output is 1, 4, 7, and 10. So what exactly is occurring here? What's happening is the seek function is a great way of generating a vector which follows some sort of a simple pattern, which is either it goes by 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and when it goes by those values, it's going to pick up 1 plus 3, which is 4, and it's going to go by 3s, as in having a difference of 3 between each of these values that are outputted. And it's a widely used function to generate and to learn how you can do something like plotting, and you can very easily define, say, your points that you want to plot. You can define the spacing that you want to have, and all sorts of things are very much in line with the seek function, which is able to generate a sequence given some sort of step, given a beginning, and given the end of the sequence. So let's say if we use something like 4 instead, and if now we do a run of this, you can see it only goes up to 9. It doesn't actually have to go up to 10. It's just going to go up as far as possible up to 10, but not exceeding it. With this, let's move on to our next lecture, where we will see an example of plotting some data and a linear regression example of using the grades and using how many hours a student has studied for that course as the two x and y values.